I mean, this community, it's different from other parts of Calgary. I kind of sometimes feel that the Northern Hills is a bit of an island. Um, but the people are really nice and they're really friendly, and there's a lot of diversity here that you don't necessarily see in other parts of Calgary, and I'm kind of used to that from the UK. And I mean, I got to be honest, the one reason we didn't want to live in Okotoks is because it's like Little England, and we kind of felt if we're coming all the way to Canada, then we want the Canadian experience. We don't want to, live in England. We could have stayed. But I love the people and the passion for the community. I mean, yeah, we don't have everything, but what we do have is pretty good. I think because we've kind of, with being immigrants, you make the effort when you first come to kind of scope everything out because everything's new, and you're kind of like a bit like a tourist. And I actually feel it would be great if more people that have lived here a long time would actually just take that weekend to be a tourist in your own neighbourhood and see things that you maybe didn't know were there. There's little special areas, like there's the Rock up in Panorama Hills that I gotta say I didn't know a lot about until, maybe 4 years ago. And we went to have a look, and it's great. You can climb up it, and you're not supposed to and things, but there's places you can go in our community that if you go up on the hill in Panorama, you use the walking path, you can actually see the whole city. Like the view from up there is awesome. You don't need to go to Nose Hill. You can just do it in your own community. It's great. Having things so that we don't have to drive everywhere to go to places. I mean, why can't we have things in our very own community? All it takes is a little bit of volunteering and a little bit of passion and time. And it does take a lot of effort, I'm not gonna lie. But we have so many great, passionate people in this community. It's just a case of finding them and firing them up and giving them the opportunity to actually see their vision come to life. I'd really like to see a high school. It'll help build community. I mean, a high school, yeah, okay, we have kids traveling on a bus and that's an issue, but that's not the whole picture. The whole picture is if you don't have people actually spending time in your community, they care less about the community, and it gives them less opportunities to actually engage in the community. So we have all these high school kids who, let's face it, high school kids are passionate and they want to do things, but they don't have the time, and they're not spending the time here. So I kind of feel that if we can at least get the kids coming to the community and staying in the community, then they're going to want to do more for the community. And I kind of feel that about a lot of things, I gotta say. But we have the library, we have Vivo, we have the shops, we have places to go, but that's pretty much it. And it would be nice to have other things going on in the community that are community-led. People in this community, they get in their car and they drive down to the Kensington Night Market, or they go down to East Village for things. It would be great to have those things here so that people don't have to get in their cars and drive to things, So that's what I want to see. That's how I want to see the community develop. I want us to be the place where people want to come to. Yeah. It's everybody helping everybody else. That's what I like about this community. And I know we've all become a bit more connected sort of in the last few years because people are using social media more. So I don't know if you've seen the Coventry Facebook page, but there's also one in Harvest Hills, which is, their community page is getting better. And there's one for Panorama and one for Coventry Hills. And I think people are using that now to connect a little bit more. And it's not just online either. So I know it started out like that, where, people were a little bit remote. They were getting to know their neighbours, but they actually knew people online that they'd never met. Or recently, somebody put a post on there and it was like, hey, would any of you guys like to meet up for a coffee once a week or once a month or something? And there was loads of people who were like, yeah, that's a great idea. And it's just little small things like that that make the community better.